A troop of restless baboons is a common early morning sight at South Africa's Kruger National Park. At first, safari operator Kurt Schultz didn't notice anything unusual while snapping photos last Saturday. Then he spied one baboon spiriting a furry bundle away from the troop. Schultz waited almost an hour before he could see the baboon had a small lion cub in hand. He watched the baboon cross the road and hop into a marula tree, stopping occasionally to groom the cub. Schultz said that in his 20 years as a safari operator, he'd never seen anything like it. There was a bit of competition among the males because they all wanted this cub, Schultz told the Washington Post by phone from South Africa on Wednesday. How it was holding it is the way a female holds the young and grooms it, looking for parasites and fleas. Schultz suspected when he stumbled across the scene that the baboons may have been restless with excitement from discovering the cub. The rocky hill where the baboons had gathered is a spot where leopards and lions are known to stash their young while they go hunting. It happened so quickly, I was quite anxious because I knew no one would believe me if I didn't get the footage, he said of his rare observation. It only dawned on me later as I was driving away what had actually happened and how unique it was, he added. I went to an area very active with lion sightings recently and came upon a troop of baboons really excited and playful. This is normal for early mornings, Schultz told Bored Panda. There was another vehicle at the baboon sighting, and it was mentioned there's possibly a lion cub amongst the baboon troop. After waiting for a long period, we noticed the one baboon that first seemed to be a female carrying a lion cub I thought was dead. This area has large granite hills and boulders on it and is known for lions and leopards hiding their newborn cubs in this region and amongst the kopjes in the past. The young baboon crossed the road and climbed up a marula tree. I waited for about 30 minutes before it came into view and was moving from tree to tree. The rest of the troop then moved away, and the baboon was grooming and caring for the lion cub as if this was a young baboon, he explained. When he was finally able to look at his photos, Schultz realized he had been watching a male baboon, not a female, grooming the cub, which made the interaction even more notable. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story. The main reason for Schultz's surprise? Despite appearing as a tender moment straight from a Disney movie, interactions between baboons and lion cubs more often end like a snuff film. Generally, when they get a hold of a lion or leopard cub, they would kill it immediately, Schultz said. Adult baboons are known to kill leopard and lion cubs when they find them unattended by adult lions. The Lion King is not reality, Schultz said, laughing at the comparison. Baboons don't hold up lion cubs in real life. It's a good story, but untrue. Schultz didn't know the condition of the cub, but suspected it was uninjured, at least until the baboon started to carry it in its sharp teeth, causing it to cry out. He's not sure whether the cub survived. Despite the grim fate that likely awaited the baby lion, Schultz said it would be out of the question for safari guides or even park rangers to intervene. Short of a man-made threat like fire or infection, Schultz said the ecologically responsible thing to do is to let the circle of life move unimpeded. What was taking place was 100% natural. It was nature at its best, Schultz said. It might seem cruel to us, but if this baboon kills a predator, it knows in 2 years' time the roles will be reversed if the lion gets its chance. Instances of baboons stealing and taking away lion cubs have been reported very often in the wild due to the carelessness of the adult lions for their cubs. Mostly in the savannas, it has been repeatedly witnessed that the lion cubs fall victim to groups of baboons. It has been reported that baboons steal lion cubs whenever they get a good chance to do so. Baboons have been seen to grasp the cubs when they find one playing somewhere in front of the den while the mother lion isn't there and carry the cub up to the tree. Young and juvenile baboons have been reported more often to steal lion cubs and play with them. They play and disturb the cubs so badly that the cubs can't tolerate anymore and die within a few hours or so. Baboons have been also known to feed upon the cubs when they die after playing with them, or they carry the cubs up to the tree and feast on them by scratching and biting these little creatures. Also, lions are natural predators of baboons, So baboons don't skip getting their hands on the lion cubs if they find them alone, and this may be also the reason for them to decrease the upcoming predator count. So yes, baboons do steal lion cubs to play with them and kill them later on. They are known for very aggressively playing with the cubs by throwing, dragging, scratching them whenever they get their hands on them. Baboons see lion cubs as easy prey, so they may also opt to kidnap lion cubs when they are hungry and feast on it. Lion cubs are born blind and defenseless, and so they remain highly under the protection of their mother most of the time. Cubs remain blind for about a week after birth. And for about 6 to 7 weeks, they remain in strict custody of their mother and stay hidden from the rest of the pride. A lioness generally keeps her cubs in the dens surrounded by thick bushes and vegetation for around 6 weeks until they are old enough to follow the pride. So, due to these reasons, they are very vulnerable to a lot of predatory animals like hyenas, wild dogs, baboons, leopards, cheetah, etc. as easy prey. Baboons are intelligent animals with good eyesight. They do know very well where a lioness can probably hide her cubs. Baboons sneak peek at the moments of the cubs and the mother sitting atop the trees, and they wait for the best chance to get their hands on the cubs when the lioness is not there. And when the lioness and the rest of the pride members are not present near the cubs, maybe when they are out for hunting, then chances are very high that baboons may go near to the cubs and grasp them to take up to the trees if the cubs weren't hidden well inside the dens. Schultz was fast enough to catch the surprising moment on camera, and even though the photographs look like they're portraying a cute bond between the two animals, Schultz believes the situation most likely didn't end well for the cub. The guide eventually moved on to allow tourists to get a look at the scene, and later the primates took the cub away with them. Some people have commented on social media that The Lion King was happening real life, referring to the scenes in the movie where Rafiki the baboon raises Simba up to anoint him as prince or the next in line for the lion's pride throne and king. However, in reality, Africa is a bit more brutal. Baboons are known to kill young leopards and sometimes lion cubs. After 20 years of guiding, this is the first time Kurt has seen anything like this. He is referring to how the young male baboon took the cub up the tree and began grooming it, seeming to care for the young lion. Because Kurt had to leave the sighting, we do not know what happened to the young lion cub. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.